Hello developers. In this video, we'll learn about the view models. A view model is a part of the Android architecture component that it is designed to store and manage UI related data in a way that survives configuration changes, for example, screen rotation, and allows the separation of concerns between UI components and data processing logic. It helps to keep data separate from the UI components, such as activities and fragments, and allows for better organization and maintainability of the code in Android. Let's start by adding the dependency for our view model. Go to build.gradle, app level, and here you should add the lifecycle version, which is 2.6.2. This is the latest version, and the implementation of view model. You can get this dependency from the developer.android.com official website and search for Android X lifecycle. Select it and you can see, and the lifecycle contains this view model dependency. Copy this and paste it in the Gradle. Click sync now, and here we go. Now we're ready to use the view model in our application. For view model, I'll create a new Java class and I'll name it as my view model, and I'll extend from view model, and you can see it's from the Android X.lifecycle package. So this class will contain the data you want to share between different UI components. For example, the counter. So I'll move this counter to here. Then I need to initialize the view model in the main activity in order to use it. So you need to initialize the view model in your activity or fragment. You can do this by using the view model provider. So my view model, I remove this, view model equal to new my view model, this dot get, and here view model provider. Don't worry, I'll explain everything. Dot get, and here my view model dot class. View model provider. This part of the code creates the view model provider instance. A view model provider is a class provided by Android's architecture component that helps manage the lifecycle of view models. It requires a reference to a view model store owner, which is typically an activity or fragment. So for that, I used this. And this parameter you provided refers to the current activity, which is the main activity, as the owner of the view model. So this refers to the main activity and referring that this activity owns this view model. Dot get method, and here I passed my view model dot class. This part of code retrieves or creates a view model instance of the specified class, which in this case a my view model instance. If a view model of the specified class already exists and is associated with the provided view model store owner, in this case the activity main activity, it will return the existing view model instance. So if the view model already exists, it reused, ensuring that you maintain a single instance of view model associated with the activity or fragment, even during configuration changes like screen rotations. If the view model doesn't exist, a new instance of my view model is created and it will be associated with the lifecycle of the provided view model store owner. So in summary, this line of codes creates or retrieve my view model instance, and that it is tied to the life cycle of the current activity, which is the main activity. This allows you to access and manipulate the views models data throughout the life cycle of the activity or fragment, ensuring data persistence, access, configuration changes, and other lifecycle events. Then I'll create a method, public void increase counter, and it will increase counter by 1. And here I'll create a getter method just to get the counter. So one for increasing the counter and one for getting the current counter. This is our view model. In this case, I am separating the variables from the UI using the view model. Let's move to the main activity, main binding dot button that's set on click listener, new view. I can use the data binding for making this and referring to the ViewModel to call and trigger this increase counter method. Increase ViewModel.increase counter method. Also, I need to display the result or the current counter in the text view. So for that, main binding dot text view2 dot set text ViewModel dot get current counter. Also, when running the application, I need to display the counter here. Let's run the application. And oops, we have an error because I think it is from here. I need to set an empty string, and you can't set the text directly for integers. This returns an int. So you can see we have an int here. So I can't set directly an int for a text view. I need to use an empty string at first. Let's run. And here we go. This is our application. Increase the counter and it's working fine. Now, let's start making some configuration changes like screen rotation. And you can see that the ViewModel keeps the counter. Increase the counter to 17, then rotate the screen. And here we go. This is our ViewModel app persisting and keeping the counter to its last state. So congratulations, guys. We succeeded in saving and keeping the data and separating the data from the UI using the ViewModel.